What's up, everybody? How you doing? There's another video I'm making in the series about the whole mind control program, my experience on it. And as you all know, my name is Justin, so I'm gonna get right into it. It's just another one. Another couple golden nuggets I'm gonna drop here about this whole program, this whole MK Ultra targeted program, mind control in America. Now, if you are an American and you're watching this, you have at one point you've been affected by this program one way or another. There's no two ways about it. Every US citizen is nothing more than an experiment to these beings that are not humans, because the 1% in power, the whatever people you want to call them, the 1% in power, the elites, the Illuminati, the people all the way at the top, whatever you want to call them, they are not human. Some of them are not human. So right now, what you're seeing is the illusion world with your own eyes. When you go out there into the world, when you go out into that world, that's not a real world. That what you're seeing with your two eyes is fake. A lot of it is fake. Most of what you're seeing there is fake. And a lot of people are just being controlled, and they're walking around here. 2020, you already saw it. You already saw 2020 is the start of the end of the world. And this is going to continue into 2030. Now, I think there's other people who've already kind of shared their opinion on it, on what's going to happen this decade and the changes that are about to come. But most people subconsciously know something's about to go down. And that's why, excuse me, that's why you have this targeted program. That's why you have this mind control program. And it's affected me probably the most. It's probably affected me. I've been on their watch list for a long time now. I've been on the watch list for a long time, and because I knew that this was going to happen sometime in the future, I prepared myself for it, and I made sure I got my information ready. I made sure that I stocked up, what I need to do, and that I took care of my business, and that I also, took care of my business, deleted all my browsing history. I just did that recently, and tried to get as much as my carbon footprint as possible. But some of it I couldn't do, because to completely go blank, you have to go off the grid. What are y'all guys' thoughts on that? I think to completely go blank, you would have to go off the grid, because it's hard to do that. It's hard to, you know how you say, it's hard to it's just hard to it's hard to get it. It's hard to get all your data and all your information, because that's what they want, folks. That's what they want. They want to control the data that you put out. They want to keep all the data, and they store it inside their database. And you can actually look this up. There's a real database. It's in New Jersey, and it's in a town called Secaucus, and that's where Google, the corporation, stores all their data. And it's, all your information, all your web history, all your browser history, your search results, all the times you search on YouTube, that's all stored within this data. That's all stored within these supercomputers, these mega computers they have. And that's how they run this program. That's how, for example, I mean, you think about it. Say say you just bought like a bag online. Let's say like I bought like a paper bag online, and it arrives home shipped, but it doesn't arrive home yet. It ships in a couple of days. But you go out to the grocery store, and someone just casually mentions that they bought a paper bag online, that they shop for a paper bag. Now, that's how they're able to get that's how they're able to do this. That's how they're able to mess with your mind. That's how they're able to ruin your mind. Especially if you're here in America. Here in America, they do it through the 5G cell phone towers. And this is all over the world too, all over countries like Japan, Italy, China, UK. These this targeted, targeting surveillance is all over the world, but specifically in America is it very very specific because MK Ultra was just completely it just got completely got taken over. It's always been around, and this this whole trauma based program it started, when World War II ended and the Nazis came over. The Nazi scientists that were working over there in Hitler's concentration camps in Germany came over here to America. And the thing is that over there in Germany, you see, the Nazis were working on their on MK Ultra there, and that's how they were brainwashing people. They were using mind control even back then. And now you look here, and there's a big whole mind control program here, and it's basically it's almost like it didn't end the concentration camps, because right now what you see out here in America it is the concentration camps, and through the chicken that they put, the processed food, the processed stuff, junk that they put. I mean, a lot of people already know this. I don't really need to say all that. I don't really need to point out specifics, but you can do your own research, and always, there's always things like that. I'm just sharing my opinion on what I think in 2021, on what I think is getting the next step to happen. So they already have this guy in office. They already have a new president. Now, from my experience and my vision, and not that I'm claiming myself to be a prophet or anything, I'm just speaking for the targeted individuals out there, for all the people who are in this program. You know who you are, you know what you need to do, and you gotta take care of your business. Make sure to hook yourself up with make sure to hook yourself up with some of this good stuff, some of these good chants, good rituals, because that's what I specialize in. Now, I've been practicing this form of black magic now for the past 3 years, and it's helped me out a lot, because these these people who, for example, if you want to call them that, like I said in the beginning, the the humanoids, or the shape, whatever, the images you see of, for example, the Vatican, and you see the people at the top. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Do you think these people are real? Do you think that some of these religious leaders you're seeing that get, on the TV, and you see in the news, when you watch the news, you think some of those people are real? There's no way they can be real. Some of those people are not real. Some of those people are something else. They cannot be real. And they cannot be human, because you have to think about it logically. Why would a human be polluting their own planet? Why would a human be polluting their own earth? It doesn't make any sense. Even the richest person in the world, for example, human, even a human that has a lot of wealth wouldn't deliberately pollute their own planet. Out of all the beautiful nature you see out there, out of all the beautifulness you see out there, nobody would do that. Nobody would do that. The only thing that would do that would be something that isn't human, and that's an alien. And that's these beings, these intergalactic beings, because there's this war going on, and they're fighting between them. So these are my projections for 2021. Excuse me. All throughout 2020, I was distracted. I was distracted. Excuse me. I was distracted. And I had many opportunities that I missed because of this program, because of all the distraction. And so I think in 2021, from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, they're getting ready to do the next wave. It's gonna be the next wave of this program, this virus, because Remember, this surveillance program, this game runs deep. So it's all over the world. Like I said, it's everywhere. But the next step they're gonna do is they're gonna introduce the next shock wave, next shock, because trauma and how abusers work, and I've been in abusive situations myself. Now I've seen both sides. I've seen from both angles, from the abuser and from the abused. And it's a very simple concept. This is how they do it. They do everything in three parts. These beings, like I said, because they're not human. They're not human. There's no way they can be human, because why would a human be polluting their own planet? Why would a human be doing all this stuff, all the chemtrails? Why would a human, be sacrificing babies and doing all these satanic rituals, blood sacrifice? No, 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 no. They're not human. So that's why I'm going to get into that. I'm going to expose this stuff because people need to hear the truth. You guys need to hear the truth of what's going on. The real truth, not what you see on the news. The news is nothing but promoting negativity. And everybody knows this, man. I mean, everybody knows this. This is just me specifically sharing on what I focus on, which is witchcraft, because that's what I focus on. Now, witches and warlocks. So, 2021, they're going to do the next shockwave. And that's going to be the next spell. So if you want to be protected, you gotta keep your vibration high. I think I'm gonna talk about that. And for those of you who don't know what vibration means, I'll talk about it in the next video. For those of you who are new to the channel, because I know some people out there, they might not know about this stuff. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm making these. That's why I love to make these videos, because I've been led by the Holy Spirit to teach you everything I know. All my 20 years of being here in America, I'm going to get ready to expose everything, the whole thing. And I hope that they hear me. I hope they're watching, because they tried to ruin me. They tried to discredit me. They did all kinds of things to me when I was younger, put all kinds of smear campaigns. I never had a decent, how you say, I didn't have a real decent friendship, because they always tried to break up my friends, and they tried to get me to join the army since I was a kid. They tried to do many things to me, basically. And so that's why I gotta put out these videos. I gotta put out the truth. And like I said, I'm gonna talk about all that, though. We're gonna get into this all together. We're gonna get into this all together. I don't care if only 100 people watching. That's fine. We're gonna talk about it. And yeah, like I said, 2021 projections. That there you go right there. They're getting ready to do the next spell, and the next spell, and it's gonna keep on going. And what it is, it's kind of it's like a funnel, basically. You can think of it like a funnel, because what a funnel is, you have the top right here. The funnel is wide open at the top, and that's how 2020 started. So right there in 2020, they already knew who is gonna make it and who isn't gonna make it. And right there in 2020, they have a lot of the funnel right there. So as the 2020 decades keeps going, it gets smaller. The funnel gets smaller and gets thinner, and it goes through a small, tiny tube. Through a small, tiny tube. And that thinner, that's going to be the next years that follow, 2025, 2026, 2027, all the way until they hit 2030. Okay? This is very serious, very, very serious information. Please watch yourselves, take care of yourselves, and remember what I say to all the people who's watching, the following is watching, it's in line with the truth. I gotta tell you one thing. Remember to say this every single day. I am the master of my intentions. Say that line to yourself every single day. You wake up, every single day you wake up. Praise the Lord, thank God that you woke up, because this is gonna be next. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the next showdown, next end of the world, next great reset. All right. So appreciate everybody who's listening. Take care of yourselves and have a good rest of your day.